we should be able to at least exercise for 25 minutes. Now, if you can't do for 25 minutes, start with something you can do. Don't try to push yourself too hard, or else the exercise and your thought of that exercise is too overwhelming. Like, oh, last time I did that bike at that speed, I just hate it. Oh, I hate it. You know, they sometimes look at exercise as a medicine. Okay, not all medicine tastes great, right? Okay, not all exercises will make you, during the exercise, make you feel super fantastic. You have to push yourself to get through that. There was a journalist, and I use this reference a lot. It's actually a quote. There was a journalist talking to this boxer. He asked the boxer, how many push-ups can you do? And the boxer said, I don't know, maybe 10, maybe 20. He says, what are you talking about? We just saw you do like 300. It's like, no. I don't start counting when I can do it. I start counting when I want to give up. That's when it counts. So this guy would push himself, this boxer would push himself where he can't do anymore, and that's when he starts counting. Because the ones that he can do don't mean anything to him now. It's the ones he can't do that counts. That's where you become more appreciative to yourself. So let's say you go for 30 push-ups, a week later you go to 40 push-ups, and you're able to do 40 when you can only do 30. You're improving. That gratification, that gratitude, that self-worth gets enhanced. You don't go into that severe depression as much as before because you're accomplishing things that you thought you couldn't do. So now your depression is kind of not as bad as it was. As you start promoting better health, better hygiene, better overall stamina, exercising, you start improving yourself and you start realizing you're able to do more. That gratitude gets you out of depression. It really does. The anxiety pulls you out of it. Because your mind's understanding you can do more than you couldn't do before. You can do more now. That's awesome. That's fantastic to have. You should always push yourself, but not overextend yourself. Push yourself to where you can at least, let's say you walked 200 feet and you can't do more than 200 feet. So the next day you did 200 feet, but then you pushed yourself to an extra step. You still improved because now you did 201 feet. You passed what you did before. Right? You're able to surpass what you did before. Even if it's by an inch, it's still an improvement. Okay? You should always keep that accountable. Write that up, put it on your calendar. I did 200 feet. Give yourself an award. You earned it. All that struggle you're going through and, all those struggles that you're going through can be alleviated easily just by pushing yourself a little bit more, just a little bit more. If you have somebody who walks 10 feet one day, the next day they walk 10 feet, the next day after that they walk 10 feet, next day after that they walk 10 feet, how far can the person walk? 10 feet, even though they're doing it every day. Versus the person walked 10 feet one day, next day they walked 11 feet, next day they did 12, next day 13, 14, 15 next day. How far can the person walk? 15. It's obvious. You want to maintain yourself at your current state, that's up to you. I always try to push myself a little bit further, not because I might be younger. I'm not that young. I'm 45 years old. But I still box, I still do Muay Thai, I still do, Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I still do things like that. I still do my pulmonary rehabilitation with patients. I still do things like that. But I want to excel so I can get past what I couldn't do before.